Alright, hey guys, welcome back or to the channel. If this is your first time watching, welcome to Daily Crave. And in today's video, I'll be discussing whether you should or shouldn't get 20s or 22s for your Mustang. Alright, so let's get into some of the cons that I have faced with my 22s and some that you could possibly face. I would like to start off first by saying that I would not recommend, in my opinion, I would not recommend racing on 22s. Like, if you just trying to race for fun, that's a different story. But if you actually trying to like gap people and really want to get for real about racing, I would not recommend racing on 22s. It's more show. Alright, so my second con for 22s would be that when you're going across speed bumps and like different bumps and hitting potholes in the streets and stuff like that, you can scrub if you hit them too hard. Not if you are just like going over them like as you should, not flying across them or speeding across them. You can bump. In my experience, I have it has like scrubbed on the inside of my wheel well from 22s, like hitting the bumps too hard or hitting the pothole too hard in the streets and stuff. It will scrub. But I think in my case, I think that had to do with my tire sizes on the back. But yeah, and I think I was running a 295 or a 285 if I'm not mistaken. I'll show you exactly what it is in the video. So yeah. And going into my third and final con for my 22s, I would say if you're running anything like over a 22 by 10 and a half in the rear or maybe in the front as well, you have to be selective of your tires. Like a 295 in the rear won't really work on the back of your Mustang because it'll be sticking out past the fenders a little bit. It looks aggressive, but you scrub more. Alright guys, let's start off with the pros of the 22s. So the first pro would be you don't have to lower your car. So say for example that you want a set of rims where you don't really want to lower your car, you don't really want to mess your suspension at all. So like as you can see in some of the videos that in some of my videos that you don't have to necessarily lower your car. I wouldn't even recommend lowering your car on 22s. So yeah, that's one benefit of it. And next, if you want a big wheel but don't want to cut your fenders, these work on stock height. Like they work on stock height cars. Like you don't have to raise the car, you don't have to lower the car. And my third one would be there's not much wheel gap. So basically all around, if you get 22s, you don't have to lower the car, you don't have to raise the car. They fit on an S550 Mustang perfectly. Alright guys, so starting off with one of my first pros for 20s is that, say for instance, if you just want to get a set of rims, you don't really want to lower the car, you want a wheel that's going to sit perfectly on your Mustang. Like for an example, you don't want something with a lot of wheel gap and it look like you monster truck in there. You don't want something that's like too big and it's just too much going on for you. 20s are like the best fit and it sits perfectly with the car to me. Like say if you just want something that's on stock height, you don't want it doing too much, you don't want it too big, it's the perfect set. Like the absolute perfect set. But that's just in my opinion. But moving on into my second opinion of the 20s. And in my second pro, I would say that lowering your car on 20s looks absolutely amazing. I'm talking just about like a 1-inch drop or a 1.5-inch drop. It looks absolutely amazing. Like the wheel and tire, like the fitment, it looks amazing. Especially like if you have the right wheel and tire setup, it looks amazing on the car. And yeah, that's just one of my other pros. Like I don't have my car lowered right now, but I've seen some lowered on like a 1-inch drop or 1.5-inch drop, it looks amazing. So that's another pro that you could do. You could lower your car on 20s, but anything past that, I think it's sort of pushing it. So we wouldn't really go no lower than that. Alright guys, so wrapping up this video, if you had to ask me which one should I go for, it all comes down to what direction are you trying to take your car, and what do you see yourself doing with your car. Do you want to be possibly, you want to race with it a little bit, or do you want to, just keep it as like a show car, something you can just stunt in or something like that. It all depends on you, and it depends on like what you prefer and like how's your driving. So the choice is yours. In these pros and cons that I have faced with in my time with my 20s and 22s, I feel like either one would be a good option for you. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and I greatly appreciate you guys even watching this video. If you could please leave a like or comment as well, I would greatly appreciate that as well. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and thank you.